Greeting and welcome to the Intensive Success Growth. I am your host, Nishant Sharma. Please give warm welcome to our guest, Alan. Alan is a non-profit marketing professional. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
Absolutely. So I went to university and I did not study marketing. I did not study nonprofit. But a year after I graduated, I used social media to find my first employer. And I've been in the nonprofit sector ever since. And in total, it's been over 12 years doing marketing for different nonprofits.
Okay, amazing. So, what are the top three reasons why do people fail?
Why do people fail?
Yes.
Well, one, I think is ambition. You should absolutely go to work every day loving the work that you do. And if you go to work loving your profession, it won't feel like a job. And if that's the case, you will succeed. If you don't have that ambition, you're not going to enjoy what you do and you're not going to want to succeed. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you need a good work life balance. And if you have that good work life balance, you'll not only enjoy coming home from work, but you'll enjoy going to work as well. And they're my two big takeaways.
Okay. So, what is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
Absolutely. So I would say one of my biggest failure stories was in marketing, you have to do a lot of proofreading. And when you first start out, you're going to make a mistake and you're going to learn from it. And the thing I learned is not only is proofreading important, but everyone's going to make a mistake. And if you could understand that others will make a mistake, you'll accept that you will too. And it's not the mistake that you make, it's how you recover from that mistake. So learning from it, acting on it, and understanding that it was made and that you will correct it next time, it helps.
Okay. So, what are your top three success secrets that other can model from you?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of ways to succeed, and everyone has a different task and a different mindset on how to get there. In marketing, you need to learn how to have a conversation, and it's with anybody. You need to learn how to have an elevator pitch, but you also need to learn how to have a different elevator pitch, whether you speak to an adult, a young adult, a child, a community member. You need to have a different elevator pitch for every target. And that way, you're not going into a room with a blank stare. You're not going to say as often. You're going to understand what it is that you are trying to sell or what it is that you're trying to advertise, and you'll get a message across every time because you understand that everyone ideally can use your product, whether it be the adult that you're talking to or the adult's family, or if you're talking to a child, see how you can promote it to that child's parent. Everyone has a item that can be purchased, and you have to just change your story to make it worth purchasing.
Okay, amazing. So, what's your company motto?
My company motto, well, so I work for a specific nonprofit, and that nonprofit has a specific mission. But my personal motto is go to bed happy every night, wake up with a smile, and bring on the challenge of the day.
Okay. What motivates you within?
Well, several things motivate me every day. One is family. I go to work every day so that I could make an income, so that I could provide for that family, so that I can go on vacation with that family, so I could have fun activities with that family. But in addition, going to work at a place that I enjoy going to, it's a wonderful thing. And find hobbies that you do after work that will also fulfill that mission. So whether it be coming home and watching TV, going to a park, going to the movies, whatever it may be, find enjoyment in everything that you do. And that will want you to keep going to make every day the fullest that it can be.
Okay. Who is your ideal client?
So I do marketing for a nonprofit, and my ideal client in that regard is any small business owner who wants to get in front of our donors through a gift basket. We do an auction, and I want to promote small business owners through gift baskets to our donor base. But in addition, just like we're doing now, I do a lot of Zoom conversations, and I started doing Zoom backgrounds. And if anybody wants a virtual background for a Zoom networking event or a Zoom call, I'm happy to make one of those for anyone as well. And I do them for free. I don't charge for them. I like to talk to people. I do marketing for a living. And if anybody wants to have a conversation, that is my ideal client.
How do you find your ideal client?
I, I network a lot. I do a lot of podcasting. I run my own networking events. I do a lot of other networking events. I also go to in-person networking events. I like to talk to people.
Okay, amazing. So, how do you handle rejections?
How do I handle what?
Rejections.
Well, I tell this to everybody I meet. There are billions upon billions of people in this world. Not everyone's going to like you. If you get a rejection, learn from it, move on, and find the next client.
Okay. How do you crush your competition?
How do I crush my competition? So, my favorite thing is to talk to my competition. We're not really competitors. We should brainstorm with each other. We should learn how they get clients, how we get clients. We should brainstorm, well, what are we doing that they're not? And what are they doing that we haven't learned yet? Because again, there are billions upon billions of people in this world. You're not going to sell to everybody, and neither is your competition. Learn from each other, work together, and both of you can succeed.
Okay. How do you start your day?
How do I start my day? I wake up, I check my phone for whatever text messages I might have missed, and then I go about my regular routine before going to work.
Okay. So, what are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for the same things I'm grateful for every day. I woke up, I have a great day to look forward to. I have phone calls that I make to my family. I have text messages that I send to my friends. I do a lot of networking calls. And I'm grateful that I can do all of that. I'm grateful that we have the technology for it. I'm grateful that I have the family to do that with. It's a wonderful day every day.
Okay, amazing. So, how young are you?
I am 34 years old.
You are not 34-year-old. You are 18-year young with a 16-year experience.
There you go. I like that.
Okay. Who is your living mentor?
Who is my living mentor? My father.
Okay. What's the impact on you?
What's the impact? I saw the life that they provided me, and I want to provide that same life for my family and the next generation.
Okay. What's your favorite book and what's your top three learning?
So I don't have a favorite book because I do marketing. I read a lot of news articles, a lot of online articles, and I read a ton every day online. Um, what was the other question?
What are your top three learning?
My top three learning.
Yes.
Well, I love to learn. I love to learn new things, and whether it be learn from individuals who I read articles from or listen to podcasting, the 21st century has opened us up to a lot of different ways to learn, and it's a fascinating world out there. You can learn pretty much anything you wanted to by listening to an audio clip or watching a video.
Okay. What advice you will give younger yourself?
I would give my younger version of myself the advice to think outside of the box. So when I was young, I had a plan and I followed that plan. But if I thought outside of that box, where would I be right now? If I were to do podcasting 10 years ago, if I were to join a networking group 10 years ago, versus just sticking on my path, who else could I bring into my network that would have given me a different direction?
Okay. Once you have revenue generating idea, how would you convince your significant others?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Once you have revenue generating ideas, how would you convince your significant others?
If it truly provides income, that's a proof that you need.
Okay. So, how can we support you?
Well, the greatest gift that your listeners can provide to me is let's connect. As my background says on the top, let's Zoom, let's have a conversation. I want to help market your business. If you like to network, I can make you a virtual background. If you have a physical product, I can get you in front of our donors through a gift basket. And if you want to meet a lot of people, I can show you where and how I network. Let's just have a conversation. That's all I ask of your listeners.
Okay. What would you like to say about your guest experience on this show?
I love to have conversations. And I was very happy when you reached out to me because it was a person that I'd never met before. So I'm meeting somebody for the first time, and you're letting me tell my story to all of your listeners. It's an incredible platform that you provide. So thank you for that. And if I get feedback from this podcast episode, it's going to be remarkable. It's going to be rewarding because it would be a connection that I would not have made without you. So thank you.
My pleasure. What's your final word?
My final word is thank you to your listeners, to you. Thank you for letting me speak. And now let me help you market your business to the world.
Okay. Thanks, Alan, for sharing your wisdom with us on the behalf of our community and team. We really appreciate you. Until the next time, all good wishes to you.
Thank you so much. Same with you, buddy.
My pleasure.